Do 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 do. Well, well, well. Here we are. Another Friday morning. It's another Friday morning. I ain't got nobody. I got some money 'cause I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Yeah, where's Tom? I don't know. He's probably sleeping in. And I think Scott the Beard is still out hustling. Every day I'm hustling, hustling, hustling every day. Yeah, so good morning, Chastity. Good morning, Bum Crack Picker. Good morning, Glenn. Jabez. Lag. So, yeah, Scott, he was. I don't think he went to garage sales today. I think he said he was gonna go to his regular travel picking trip. Do another travel picking trip. So I'll bet he visits a bunch of Walgreens and stuff like that, looking for products to ship off to Amazon or sell from home Amazon. Yep, I think that's where Scott is. Flip it good, flip it real good. Push it, push it real good. Uh, yep. Friday morning. Friday. So thank God it's Friday, which matters not in the reselling business. When I was teaching school, I'd go Friday. A lot of teachers are overjoyed at Friday. It's the last day of the week. We're getting off this afternoon. Nope. Not for a band director who gets, after you teach school all day, you load 75 kids on a bus and go play, take your band to a football game and get home at 11 p.m. So you work an 8-hour day and you work an 8-hour afternoon and evening. Phil, you got no power, 60-mile-an-hour winds, 107-mile-per-hour gusts, 1 inch of rain. Dang. Coffee off of the barbecue pit. Well, that makes sense. At least you have the gear to make coffee on the barbecue pit. Dang, 60-mile-an-hour winds and nope, you don't have any power out the ranch, out at the ranch house. Let me look at the weather map. We had a bunch of rain yesterday. Is it just not getting there? Doesn't make any sense. Let's see, y'all. Looking at the weather map. It's taking a while to load. That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here staring at a map of Texas. Why is it taking so long to load? Oh well, I guess it will eventually. So, how was everybody's sales yesterday? Stuff you got to ship this morning. Okay, finally. Well, it looks like it's cleared out now, pretty much. I'm looking at the Houston area, and there looks like some really light stuff is going through right now. But you should be about through with it, Phil, because he lives down by Houston. Sold a used DVD for $300. A player or a DVD? What was it, a porn movie? Chastity is sending out 4. Would be 5. You refused an offer. Vintage plush. Alrighty then. Nope, a movie. It must be rare, huh? Dun, dun, dun. Had a couple of pretty good pickups yesterday at the Lutherans. Already listed a Cutco knife, but they also had Cutco a spatula and a ladle. The spatula has sat on the edge of a stove and got melty spots. So I don't know whether to sell these as is or send it to Cutco to get refurbished. Because they will do that for free. All you have to pay for is like shipping and handling, which is like 12, 13 bucks. So I do have another knife that has a broken tip on it. So I'm thinking about, now that I have at least 2 pieces that need to be repaired, I'm thinking about sending 2 pieces in. You would sell it as is? My watch needs a service. It's running a few seconds late, so I took it to the dealer. No, $3,000 plus shipping. Oh my God. Well, I guess you got to do it. That's part of the deal being in luxury watches, huh? Oh. Seemed like if somebody sold you a luxury watch, they would service it for life. At least to the first buyer. No, David Carlisle. How are you? Do, 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 do. Sending your chopper away to get the tip fixed. No, not exactly. It used to be that way until the 1990s. Well, the Cutco Knife Company still does that. Made in America. Yeah, where's that knife? Where'd I put that knife? It's somewhere in my death pile. I do have a matching knife. But anyway, I listed one Cutco. Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay, so it's kind of interesting. This one knife is worth more than the 2, the spatula and the ladle. But I don't know why knives are worth more, but they are. I guess they're worth what people will pay for them. But this one is damaged. If you look at the very tip, it's broken off. And Cutco, if you send this in to get refurbished, if they can't fix it, they'll send you a brand new one. Dang, Ron. We had a bunch yesterday. So I knew you guys were going to get hammered, but I didn't know that much. Now they make more money servicing than selling. Well, just the tip. Yeah, that's right. It's a good serrated knife. There's a model number on all of Cutco stuff. This is a 1023. Let's look it up because we can. Entire screen. Do the share thing, and we go boom. Go to the top of eBay and look up CUTCO. What number did I say? Man, my old man eyes. 10. No, 1023. 1023. And we go to sold listings. Oh, it's already on sold listings. So here you go. This one sold for $24. Best offer accepted. That one sold for $35. That one sold for $4. That's what you get for starting your bidding at $1, idiot. They took an offer for less than 22. Most Cutco is worth at least 25. Golly, people are selling for cheap. Because I know this knife will sell for 25. Most of these knives are in sets with other knives. But I would think the same. Golly, they're selling them for 15. Well, there's one that sold for 21. Dun, dun. Yeah. Huh. I would think that knife would be worth more than 21. Anyway, so. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, Doug and Rowe. Major win, major win. Where's Tom? Somebody wake up Tom. Give him a call and wake him up. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Doo-doo. Lutheran's got me again. No, I don't think I got the. I can't remember where I got this. I think I got this at a garage sale. And I sold the other two knives that were with it already. But this one had a broken tip, so I thought, man, I'll probably just send that in to get it repaired. And now that I got 2 or 3 pieces to get repaired, it's probably going to make it worth it. Hey, Sadie. I need a co-host because I'm alone again. Hello. How's that go? Alone again, naturally. I don't know why being alone is natural. I guess it is. Da, da. So, silver and gold are up again this morning. Da, da, da. Let's check prices. Checking prices on silver and gold. Whoa, silver just blasted over $30 an ounce. Boom. Look at that. It jumped. Just this just this hour it went up like 70 cents an ounce. And it is standing at $30.44 an ounce. Boom, baby. So I'm rich. And gold is up 26 bucks. No slouch itself. It's just booming up. Boom. What's happening? All right, gold and silver people, what's happening? Because my stack of gold and silver just got like $500,000 more wealth added to it. Well, maybe not that much. World headquarters. I know who this is. How's it going, world headquarters, dude?
What's up? What's up?
I knew it. You used that. You've used that moniker before. I didn't even need to check your face.
Right, right.
I probably should have because it could be somebody's ass crack and ball sack.
Yeah, it could have been imposters. They're everywhere. Everybody wants to be Sadie.
Man, Sadie, gold and silver are going to the moon.
I saw that.
Just this morning, silver's up $1 an ounce. Man,
Hey, Ken. Yeah, that's a big jump for silver, big time.
what percentage would that be? If silver's 30, how much of what percent of $30 is one? Uh,
Uh,
3%?
yes, yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, right at it. I guess. I guess it is 3%. Yeah.
I bet you didn't make 3% for the whole year in your bank savings account.
No.
And silver went up 3% in 1 hour. Boom. But the way it bounces around, it could come right back down. Wow, gold is up $25 an ounce. It went over 2,400, first time ever. Holy
Is that an
shit,
all-time
man.
high?
That's the all-time high, baby.
Nice.
Gold, $2,400 per ounce. You heard it here first on the Silverhairstacker Show. Wow.
And how much was silver? $30 an ounce.
Silver went $30.41.
That's not an all-time high for silver, though.
No, but there's only two times in history when it was more than that, and
Right. One.
one was the crash after 2009. It went in 2011. It went up to like $47 an ounce,
Yeah, I remember that one.
and then in 1980, the Hunt brothers, millionaires, tried to corner the market on silver, and the price of silver shot up to $50 an ounce. But that didn't last long. And how long has it been since 1980? A long time.
Long time.
Yeah. So there's only two times, and it was because of the
45 years ago.
freak occurrences that silver would go that high. This is not a freak occurrence. It just, I would call this a more natural rise, just because inflation's just won't quit.
Yeah, I
They
would
said
say so too.
they said earlier in the week that inflation didn't go up as much in April as it did other months, but
Right.
it's still
Yeah.
way above the average that they want to. The government, the feds, they want inflation to be about 2%. Well, it's still running over 4%, even on
Well, they
their
like to.
even on their cheater estimates.
Right. Yeah, they like to throw that month-to-month number out there to keep everybody from panicking. But at the end of the day, it's inflation's ridiculous.
Ron, that's up to you. I'm not selling till gold hits 5,000 probably. That's just me, and it's almost halfway there. $2,400, first time ever. Wow.
What was 100 years ago, lag? 1980.
1980. Yeah, lag is. He's been the good old lag.
Michael Jackson was all the rage.
The Billie Jean is not my number. Oh, oh. Oh, I remember all my band students trying to do those dances and stuff. It was funny.
I don't have my camera on because I didn't shave today. I've been painting ceilings at home. I didn't feel like shaving this morning.
Painting ceilings.
Yeah, I didn't even play poker last night. It's a sad
Yeah,
time in Mr. Shady's life.
I did, but I bombed. Anyway, it's a good thing gold and silver went up to cover my gambling addiction. Uh,
Right.
what's Bitcoin doing?
You do okay. You got to do okay overall. I mean, you cash enough to cover.
Uh,
You can't be down much, are you?
you know what? I'm still playing on my wins from 2023.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I mean, you only need one good
So,
lick, and it, you know,
morning karaoke with Todd. Come on, folks, sing along. Sadie can sing. I've heard him sing before.
I can't sing. I can yodel. Yodel.
Nice. Yeah, Bitcoin's up almost 2%. What's going on? Well, the regular stock market's going to open up in 2 minutes. So, uh,
That should be. Well, what was it
something.
yesterday? It almost broke what? Four? Uh, I mean 40
Yeah, crazy,
or
crazy,
400.
crazy.
It's a four. I don't know if it's a 40 or 400. I forget. 4,000 maybe.
You talk about the Dow Jones or the Standard and
Yeah.
Poor's.
And what's it
Dow
at?
yesterday it did go over 40,000 for the first time ever,
Okay, yeah, I knew it was a four.
but it
I don't
sucked
pay attention that much.
it sucked back toward the end of the day, and right now it's 39,869. So
Yeah,
we'll see what
the
happens
stock
there.
market hasn't. Yeah, the Dow Jones hasn't been terrible considering.
Yeah,
Uh,
just kiss the 40,000, which is golly to me that is scary high. That I don't
yeah,
know
now that's a
what's
number you want to.
I don't know what's propping it up.
I don't either right now. That's kind of scary to think about, but I'm not going to complain because it helps me.
Yeah, you still got part of your part of your portfolio. Portfolio.
Right.
What type of investments are in your portfolio?
I
That's my
couldn't even tell you what I'm invested in,
that's
honestly.
well, if you're in a general mutual fund thing, they probably got you into all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there's like there's brackets, high risk, medium risk, low risk, blah
Right.
blah blah.
But if the whole thing crashes, all that stuff is gonna do like it did those first few months of COVID when it just crashed.
I lost a bunch of money.
Get out while you can. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. That's what all the gold bugs and silver bugs say. Anyway,
Right. Yeah, there might be some sellers in this market if they think it's peaking out. But I guess
hmm,
the whole idea of having gold and silver is to hodl it. You really the price is really, as long as it doesn't go rock bottom, it's kind of irrelevant. It kind of defeats the whole point of having gold and silver in the first place. It's really not a monetary thing. It's a trade value more than it is a dollar value.
yeah, it's just to me, it's just savings that keeps up with inflation,
Right.
and it's doing a pretty good job of it lately.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of gold or silver. Well, I mean, unless you count the jewelry my wife has, she has plenty of that. I've bought her jewelry ever since we've been together, almost 40 years. So
Yeah,
she's got a fair amount of gold. I'm not
yeah,
buying her
like
rings like Felix has got or anything, but
yeah, like I should have bought back in 2 years ago, but I was too chicken. I didn't do it. I haven't made much on my investments the last 2 years. Very little.
did you never really got back in on anything? I think didn't you go with Amazon a little bit, or what was
Yeah,
that you?
I don't have enough of it to make a huge difference in the whole picture.
Yeah, I just did
I've
a
got
video
like
yesterday talking about eBay stock.
I think I've got 40 shares of Amazon, something like that. And it's what 100, 190, 180, 90, somewhere around there. It's not one of my. It's not a real major deal. Mike, Bo Bike, how you doing?
Well, speaking of stock, I just did a video yesterday about eBay stock, and if you take out the couple COVID year or the pandemic years, uh, eBay's at an all-time high as far as stock prices goes, minus the craziness 20 to 22. You know,
Really?
if you go back all the way back to 2015, yeah, their stock's higher than it's ever been.
How much of that is just tied to what the overall market's doing? Because a bunch of the big mutual fund portfolios, they're gonna have some ATT in it. They're gonna have some ExxonMobil. They're gonna have some eBay. If all of those rise
Right.
together, then eBay stock's probably gonna go up some because of that too. So, but you're saying, just on its
Well,
own merits,
as a business, I mean, the stock is up. I mean, it's just that simple. What triggered my video was I saw a video that said eBay is in trouble. You know, so there's a couple sides of eBay. You got the actual business, and then you got the sellers and the buyers, which I guess you could say makes up the business. But as a business, I mean, if you look at it on paper, they're not. I mean, they're doing fine. Uh, Now it could
I,
be a false, just like we said with the stock market, it could be just being pushed, but to satisfy the investors or whatever. I mean, I know people do that a lot, but uh, and they have a very small share of the market as far as uh, market share for e-commerce. I think they're still ranked like number 4 though. I mean, they're worldwide. It's going to take a lot to really hurt eBay in a bad way, in my opinion. I could be wrong. They could be maybe on a downswing, but eBay is huge. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, eBay is a little bit inflation proof because during inflation, people are going to be looking for bargains, and one of the places to get it is eBay.
Well, they have like less than 4% of the market share, according to what the numbers I've looked at, and Amazon has close to 40%. If that puts it in perspective, but
Right?
even
So,
4%. I mean, I think I read they have over 700 million uh, buyers every year. And that's individual buyers. They buy multiple times. So some of them buy multiple times. So I don't know. I think people got spoiled with COVID. There's a lot of it too, Todd. If you go back
right?
before COVID, I mean, eBay's never been, except for the COVID years, and I keep saying COVID. I hope they don't get you in trouble. But before that, eBay was never guns a blazing. Just sales, sales, sales. Everything you list, sell. You have great days all the time. I mean, I think we kind of got spoiled with the pandemic thing. You know,
Hey, Harry, I'm glad you came. I sold the typewriter.
I
Da, da,
agree,
da.
Leg.
So this is the
But I
type.
think,
I did a video a couple of days ago about fixing this typewriter, and it sold yesterday. I took an offer of $170.
nice. It's a nice flip.
So,
I've sold that typewriter before. That exact one, Todd.
yeah,
The one you
170.
sold, that exact typewriter.
I, I
No,
paid
one
five.
like it.
I paid $5 a week ago Saturday at the garage sales. I got another one down there to fix too. It's a different brand, but it's about the same era. So I
They're
thought,
a little bit of a pain to. Did you clean it real good? They're a little bit of a pain to clean.
yeah, I cleaned on it pretty good. I spent 2 hours cleaning and
Yeah,
repairing the carriage string.
right.
Lag says, "What does it do?" Uh,
It sends text lag by paper.
yeah. So I don't know. You spend two hours fixing something. If you spend $5 for it, it feels good selling it for 170. That's like
Oh yeah,
I don't know, $5 into 170. What kind of return on
morning,
investment
Tom.
is that? Of course,
That's a real good return.
2 hours, maybe another 20 minutes to pack it. So 2 hours and 20 minutes spent for, and my net after fees and everything will probably be, I don't know. Didn't have it promoted, so I don't know. If I'll probably clear 125. So 5 and 125, that's pretty good for 2 hours
Heck
work.
yeah, yeah,
Call it 2.5 hours work. So that's like $40 an hour, $50 an hour, something like that.
yeah. 45 something.
Tom, what are you doing? You're muted, dumb butt. Hey, dumb butt, you're muted. You looking
Oh,
at
there
her?
we go. I I was at my mom's till 2 o'clock this morning, and I just got out of bed. She had a busted water line in her servicing her hot water heater. So my two brothers and I were down there switching out a pipe, and then getting all the water pushed out of her garage. And
Fun times.
It was 2 o'clock when I got here home this morning.
Well, poor thing.
It's life. That's
What did
Dang, Tom.
I can't imagine you doing a whole lot of were you just like the supervisor or were you
dude. I can. If I have the equipment, I can take a hot water heater out and reinstall it or put a new one in.
well,
I am just full of all kinds of useless knowledge.
okay.
My daddy didn't believe in calling anybody to do anything. He would attempt it himself. That meant we were attempting it with him.
Tom
You
away.
know what's sad?
What's that?
You know what's sad, Tom, is when all my years of doing maintenance work and stuff, I've put, I don't know, 50 hot water heaters in probably. And now you got to have a license and a permit and all that nonsense.
Do you know that in Charlotte, that if you swap out your toilet, you better hide it? Because if you don't, like you set it out for the trash people to pick up, you're supposed to have a permit to do that. And it's supposed to be inspected before you turn your water back on.
It's ridiculous.
So you know what you do? You take that sucker and you put it in your trash bin, and then take a 5-pound sledgehammer and drop on it about 6 times to break it up.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Allegedly. I would never do anything like that because I am a law-abiding citizen.
Check it out.
Heck yeah, yeah.
When Tom joined in the show, I gave him a hard time, and then Jabez gave him a hard time look, and then Chastity gave him a hard time look. and then Doug goes, Tom, happy Monday. Tom's like, hey, Tom is here. He's so nice. Doug, you got to quit being so nice, dude.
That's okay. Last night, as I was driving home, I thought about I'm gonna make them a special GIF for their show.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I told Doug he's gonna get tired of that nice stuff. And about a year from now, he's gonna say, "Look, there's that jackass Tom."
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, what's he up to today?
Right.
You know, when your mom calls you at 9 o'clock at night and she sounds like she's about to tears, it just freaks you out. So.
Oh yeah, you gotta go for mama.
So my 2 brothers and my 2 nephews that are in their early 30s, we were all there, backed the car out, got, because the water just pools in there. And we got all the water pushed out. And
Come on in, maybe. Oh, Todd's got to accept you in.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry.
It's all right. And fixing the water pipe wasn't the hard part. It was just getting everything cleaned up from all the water that was on the floor.
Right. Was it rusted out or just leaking or bad heating element or what was the deal, Tom?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was just a supply pipe to the hot water heater.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what it was. The house is like 9 years old. So
I got you.
You never know what those yahoos were doing when they put it in there.
Gotcha.
Anyway, God, I woke up and I looked at the clock and I said 9:20, and I'm like, oh shit, Todd's going to have a fit. Because if I'm not going to be out here or he's going to be on my show, we usually give him a heads up so we could.
Right.
So anyway, you having a slow Friday?
Yeah, I got some running to do after this, but yeah, not a lot of crazy stuff. I've been painting ceilings at home, so my neck hurts, my back hurts, my legs hurt, everything hurts.
You get ready for that wedding?
No.
No, is this at
We
your
bought our
house?
house this is at my house. I bought my
Okay.
house about 7 years ago, and I never did. I painted every wall in the place, but I didn't paint the ceilings at the time, and I regretted it ever since. So now I'm going back painting all the ceilings.
Well, that's good. Good that you could take the time to do it.
Yeah, I'm just taking my time, a couple hours a night, or an hour a night, or every other night, or every third Friday. I don't know.
Morning,
I always
Penny.
start off good on these things.
All right, stock
Doug
market's
said he
open.
was coming in, Pat. I don't know if he's waiting in the green room there or not.
Who?
Doug.
Oh, I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
He said he was
Put
jumping in.
Maybe he needs an invite. I'll put one in the chat. We need some Perky on the show.
Yeah, we need to get our perkiness.
It's still a beautiful morning, but I'm just tired as hell.
Right.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, stocks
Yeah, I
are
didn't
up.
go.
Stock is up, but just barely.
Is it?
Just. Let's check the
Oh, yeah.
Dow Jones. They're still staying below 40 grand, but not much. It's barely up. It started kind of up, and then it started going back down all of a sudden. So who knows if it's going to stay up today.
Yeah, who knows?
Anyway, let's see if gold and silver are still going up. Ooh, they came back down some.
If you're making jokes about me, I don't really care. I'm just proud to be able to say I've got hair to be all of a mess.
Yeah, he mopped that basement with his head. He was down on the floor shaking his head back and forth, sopping it up.
I haven't paid for a haircut in 20 years.
Oh, here we go. Welcome to the Youth of America straight from Perkyville.
Okay.
Hi, Doug.
Shake it off. Good morning, Doug. How are you this morning?
Hey, Doug, it's a beautiful, gorgeous day outside. Up on.
Hey, Doug. How's the incredible California? It must be Disneyland every day out there. Welcome to the happiest place, the second happiest place on earth, Perkyville.
Oh man.
How's Ro doing? Is Ro still asleep?
Look at Todd, you're making Tom cry.
I know. Y'all just killing me this morning.
Hellfire.
Oh, Lordy. Oh,
How's your sales, Doug? You got to have 88 going out this morning. You're so pretty. People just buy from you because your store is nice like you. I bet your thank you notes have happy flowers and hearts and.
I bet his carpet has skip marks in it where he's skipping through the house all day.
Anyway,
Todd, when people open up their thank you for buying from us card that's in their packages, when they open it up, little hearts just go and butterflies fly off.
We tease with love, brother. We tease with love.
Oh man.
I'm just glad it's somebody else instead of me.
I bet the outside of Doug's house looks like the castle at Disneyland, you know?
Yeah.
Little munchkins running around.
Guys, thanks for the laugh. That was good. That was
what part of California do you live in?
You know what?
North.
I'm getting a little bit of feedback. It's probably me. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Are you guys getting any feedback from me?
No.
No, you're good.
No, sounds good here.
Right. That's probably just mine. Okay, cool.
Hey,
Oh,
Beard.
now we got the real Perky in the
Oh
chat.
yeah.
Bearded
What's
Picker.
up, suckers?
Oh
Or,
boy.
or the opposite of, I should say. We got the yin and the yang now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, do you live in the Los Angeles area or San Francisco area or
So
Mexican
kind of
border?
somewhere between southern and central Cali.
Okay. So you have nice weather all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
So we're getting the May gray right now. It looks overcast all the time.
Does it?
So it's mostly cloudy.
You're getting closer, Scott. You're only a couple hours from me now.
Saxton. So, Beard, have you picked up a lot of good stuff to sell? I bet he has. He's been out for 2 days. No, just
Yeah, he's been
yesterday so
rolling.
far.
He's been rolling.
Beard, are you gonna pick all weekend, or are you coming home today, or what?
Doug Scott leaves at time. He'll leave Alabama and just head out and be gone a week, and he's just sourcing every day. Then he gets back to his house and lets it sit in the corner of his room.
Headed to KY, not the jelly.
Yeah.
You can see Jim and Tara.
Yeah. Doug, what are we gonna do? Old Primo Chemo says he's not gonna do a show today.
I guess you guys will just have to keep running.
We may have to sub in for him.
I'm sure Bearded will do something.
Beard always goes. He says no live. So
I seen Spam Banshee in the chat there, Todd.
Oh, Spam's here. Hey, Spam.
Good morning, Spam. I stopped
Somebody say Perky.
Hey, good morning, Spam Banshee. Did somebody say Perky?
Perky, Perky, Perky.
Oh man.
And Doug shows up.
You know you're branded for life now, Doug.
You know what? I was thinking about that. There are so many worse things
Yeah.
that I've been called. I'm rolling Perky until I get it figured out.
Yeah, Perky's not a bad thing.
No, in fact, actually, if you knew the list, that's like right near the top of the.
Right.
Okay, I got your album here, Perky.
What is?
Yeah, is it Donnie and Marie?
The Carpenters.
Oh.
That's awesome. Oh, cool. Yeah,
So
that's rocking. You know, we're working with Record Crate. We're picking up a bunch of the plan is to pick up a bunch of Carpenters, a bunch of Neck and Cole.
So
Tom, you know the Carpenters, don't you?
Yes,
don't
I
do.
That,
Heaven's just a sin away.
I remember them. I remember when Karen died. And it's sad because there's no telling where those people would be at by now.
Beard himself. Hey, Bearded, how you doing, man?
Man, there ain't nothing out here but fields. What the hell's up with Missouri? I mean, look at it.
Oh, you're in the good part.
Somebody's got to raise corn.
I've been in so many areas. I'm like, there's nothing here. There's a convenience store. As I'm driving through, I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm like, who lives out here? What do they do for a living?
Well,
they raise corn.
We don't put Dollar Generals in the middle of our fields like you do in Alabama.
I'm like, I bet there are just a bunch of alcoholics around here. What else you gonna do? Drink and have babies. That's about it, I think.
I guarantee there's a bar within 5 minutes of that field somewhere.
They spend a lot of money on sprinklers out here. I've never in my life seen so many sprinklers in fields.
Yep. So
Yeah, it's that season.
your van looks pretty empty. Did you already ship it in?
Nah, it's back there.
Oh, okay.
Well, you haven't been doing anything then, because that thing is looking empty back there.
You got to finish filling that sucker up.
I did have a rough patch yesterday, but so I turned around and left Arkansas, came back to Missouri.
All right.
You road tripping for your sourcing?
Yeah, I'm headed home. I'm almost sourced all the way home. I've got 32 stops between here and the house.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you said 32?
32.
Yeah, 32.
32 more. He's probably already been to 180.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know he's not stopping at Walmart's because there's 32 in those cornfields around there.
Man, you get over here in Missouri and the Walmarts, you can pull up to the damn curb and park, and there's single door Walmarts. That's gold right there.
Yeah, them country Walmarts are good.
And the whole
Yeah, I'm
bottom,
getting all fired up right now too. We gotta go through bags and stuff. So it's actually helping get me motivated.
I felt like such an idiot. I keep seeing this thing. I'm like, am I in Bootheel County? What the hell? Until it took me like 3 hours to realize it was Boot Hill. I felt like I was like, you're the biggest dumbass.
Yeah, he's definitely not shopping at Dollar General's because it'd be $3,200 between where he's at and being at home.
I don't know. There might be more Dollar Generals here than Alabama. Holy crap.
Oh no,
I mean,
it can't be.
They're serving the market, man. Every one of these little communities I drive through has a damn Dollar General. I mean, what do they do before Dollar General? I guess they raise their own stuff. Like that house right there. Who lives here? I mean, I don't even know where I'm at right now. I'm on my way to Charleston,
Yep.
I think. I tried to get to Cairo to cross that damn river to get into Kentucky.
You're not seeing any yard sale signs? Those are the best ones out there in the middle of nowhere.
I got a question for you. If you try to get to Cairo, how the hell did you get to Europe from Alabama? Or was that Central Asia?
I thought Cairo's Africa, not
We
Europe.
lost him.
Okay.
Yep.
We're losing you to the corn.
Watch out if you
for internet.
Oh, man.
watch out,
Oh, the
Scott,
corn
if you
got him.
see a bunch of white-headed kids.
Yeah, cornfields got him.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Jody can go ahead and start filling out the life insurance paperwork on him.
Oh, man.
That or he's seen a Walgreens, one of the two.
No, Doug, I don't know how long you've been following this group, but Scott used to do a lot of Fulfilled by Amazon, FBA.
Mhm.
And he would leave out from Alabama and he would be gone weeks and he would fill up boxes and ship them out on the road.
Man,
The
that's
longest I
crazy.
was ever gone, 35 days is the longest I was ever gone.
Mm.
eBay, so I didn't put a like on it yet.
Wow. Yeah, that's put in the work for sure.
And then he got old and he just don't got it in him like he used to.
What'd you do? Just make a big loop, Scott?
Sometimes it needs to get out. I stop at Walgreens.
Okay.
You gotta know where to
Well,
click
you know
back
what, Tom?
when
There's
you
some of us who Yeah, there's some of us who don't anymore, and there's some of us who never did, and I'm in the never did. I've never been on the road that much for
Yeah, I've been
sourcing.
in
So
41 states sourcing,
wow, that's incredible.
and I'm gonna knock out 3 more
That's
this year. I got to get up to Iowa, Minnesota, and North Dakota this year.
Man,
You
that's
need
rock.
next summer you need to go on up to Alaska.
Because I'm in Missouri. One more state, I hit Iowa. Damn it! But that's a little ways off.
How many miles do you have on your car, Beardy?
235,500.
Yeah.
And this is the
I
second.
like it. I learned that expression. I learned that expression where if you keep a car running just by you're in it so much that rust can't even build up. It's called an Italian tune-up, and it's like that must be what's keeping our car running, because at 350,000, we're just on the road in that car every day, and I think it just doesn't give an opportunity for rust and other garbage to get in there.
Yeah, the other van's got 135,000. So between the two of them, we've done a little bit of driving.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. We have just the one
Hey,
car, so
tomorrow.
that combined, we've got 350,000. It's like we must share a similar love for the road.
What kind?
Me and Larry collect cars. I think I got 5.
Oh wow!
What kind of car
Yeah, I
do you
got a
have,
couple.
Doug? What brand?
For me, do you
Yeah.
say, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2007 Honda Pilot,
Okay.
and it's a one-legger.
A one-legger.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds like a personal problem. There ain't no cheerful around that.
That at 350,000 miles, that Honda's just getting broken in.
Yeah, I mean, she's tough, man. I tell you what, that car has been in 3 accidents. Not our fault, thank goodness, but 3 accidents, and every single accident, the other car gets like totaled, and then for us, you look at the bumper and it's like, and it's like that's all that's wrong with it. It's like the bumper's got a couple scratches and it's got a tilt on it, and then the mechanic goes in, he readjusts it, and the bumper is fine. But yeah,
A friend of mine's grandson is driving his original Honda. It was the first Honda Civic, the little tiny one you probably could put in the back of a long bed F350.
Yeah, love that.
He had that thing. It's got like 500,000 miles on it, but his grandson drives it now.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting passed down.
Yeah,
and because it's only got like a 3-cylinder in it or something like that.
That's so cool to me. I love that. It's like, I think for me, we're just surprised that we got so much extra life out of it. But hey, we consider a member of the family now, that it's going to be one of those things where somebody's going to have to come and put a sheet over it and be like, "We're sorry, sir, but it's just not even a car anymore." But we just love it. She's holding up good. The seats, the seats in the interior are holding up nice and everything, and so we're good with it. We don't have any modern amenities we really feel like we need. Although the GPS system hasn't been updated since 2005, so if we're not paying attention, it'll send us right into a lake.
Well, Mr. Larry, Mr. Sadie, he'll agree with me. If you take care of vehicles, you can get a lot of years out of them.
Oh yeah, keep the oil change.
Even though Todd, you know how Todd is. Todd has to have every other year he has to buy a new car.
In fairness, so my pop was born in 44. My pop is the same way. He's a gadget guy. And so like he'll hear about like, okay, they're switching the radios in the car, and he's like, well, I wonder when I can sell this that I got and get the new thing. And it's funny that and I kind of respect that. My dad's put in the work. He worked for the state for like 30 years and everything. And it's like, you know what? It's no burden on him financially. He's done his work. I'm like, Dad, get it. Go ahead and have some fun. But yeah, for me personally though, it's just those things of like, hey, just from the pure economics of it, like we're trying to figure this thing out to where eventually somewhere down the road I could go full time and like reselling and everything. And so we're watching the pennies, trying to practice like we only live off of the reselling income. So with that in mind, it's like swapping out the car every year. It's not in our budget, especially now in Southern California, man. Rents wicked out here. And then our gas right now, right near where we're at, is $5.35.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, either live smart or die dumb. So we're trying to make it work.
All my life, I had new vehicles. My wife's had new vehicles. I haven't had a car payment in about 7 years, and I don't think I could ever go back. I'm spoiled now.
I'm telling you, man, like we're the exact same. It's just, even though we said it before, even though our car is now a hybrid because it burns gas and oil, even still, like, we gotta refill the oil like once a month now, and it's just like it's almost like its own gas bill. But still, it's worth it. Like, despite the fact that we've got to keep pumping brand new oil into it, and like that she burns gas like we set her up to do it. Like, that car burns gas like it's our preference, and it's definitely not. And so it's just like you leave the driveway and you go fill up so that you can make it to the store. So, but you know what? But she runs solid. She runs good. She's built tough. She doesn't.
You
have
already
many
back?
No, I'm still there.
Okay. A friend of mine in high school, he had a car, and when we'd go out, we would stop to check the gas and fill up the oil on it. It would just it just burnt oil. It didn't smoke, but it just burned it somehow or another. And like he was like he'd carry an extra can, a couple quarts of oil around in the trunk of it instead of a can of gasoline. He had quarts of oil.
That's
Craig,
right.
are you is Craig in the chat?
I haven't seen him.
Okay. He
Well,
posted
Todd drives a big old pollution making F550 or something.
Yeah. So you missed it. You need to go back and look at Todd's channel and find it.
Yeah.
Last summer, he overfilled the oil on his lawnmower.
Oh yeah.
And he was cutting grass. It looked like a fogging machine out there in the yard. I mean, it was everywhere. You can
It
see
looked like
Todd
one
for
of
the
mosquito
smoke.
trucks.
Oh, man.
It did look like one of the mosquito trucks going down the street.
Oh man, I love it. That's super good. I'll have to try to track that one down. See if Scott or Craig can help me figure that one out.
It's a classic video.
It is.
I need
All right,
to.
so I got a funny story to share with y'all that I was going to share eventually on my channel. That first of all, I got to tell you before I share it, full respect to my dad. Love that man. I respect him to the max. But this is my dad's story. You remember in the 90s when As Seen on TV was just starting to get rolling? And you get all kinds of just random like crap from China. Well, my dad being the gadget guy that he is, he was super interested in like all the different things that was coming out of As Seen on TV. And so one day they offered this exercise belt where it was like this little electronic thing that you put on your belly. It's got a big old long like strap that goes around, and then it velcros on the other side to keep it strapped to your belly. Well, I come home from school, and this was my whole childhood. I'd come home from school, there'd be some like random cardboard box sitting on the counter, some kind of technology, and my dad's like, all right, son, you got to figure this out. So I'm looking at this belt, but this is like the prototype. It's the very first exercise belt where hypothetically, you start with a keg, you put on this belt, you sit and watch TV, and it exercises you so that you can go ahead and get a six-pack, without putting in without putting in extra work. Well, this is the very first one, and this thing came with like this anti-burn cream that you're supposed to put on. And so it says, it starts off in the instructions. So I'm sitting there, 12-year-old, my dad leaves me alone with it. He's not even around. I'm sitting there looking at the instructions. First things first, there's like big red warnings everywhere that says, do not start this thing up without applying this cream like everywhere on the backside of this belt. I'm looking at the instructions and I'm like, okay, so obviously I should use as little bit as possible to try to conserve this stuff, So I put this thin layer of this gel that I'm supposed to like smother the back of this belt in. The next part of the instructions is the settings for how intense the workout's supposed to be. And it ranges from like, hey, it's your first time getting out of bed from being in a coma. all the way up to like your Arnold Schwarzenegger training to be Mr. Universe, you know? So I'm 12-year-old kid. So obviously I'm like, well, let's crank this thing up to like the maximum Mr. Universe level. So my dad comes in like a silverback gorilla. And here I go. I put the little belt on him, you know, with the little burn cream and stuff, put it on his belly. I run around him with the little black strap and I Velcro to the other side. My dad's standing there with no shirt and he goes, okay, son, let's power this thing up. Let's do it, you know? And so it has this big red button on it. As soon as I power it up, it's like, boop, there's like this little moment of pause. And then the thing kicks in. And my dad in like 0.5 seconds goes, whoa! And the thing bends him in half. I would say it's a very specific type of scream when somebody's being burned, electrocuted, and like being forced to exercise against their will. So the first one bends my father in half. And he lets out this huge scream. And this is my hero, you know, and I'm sitting there like traumatized. By the second one, he is on the ground screaming, get it off, get it off. And he is, by the time he gets the expression like get it off, like at once, then he is convulsing into crunches. And so, I mean, I tell you, like, here's my hero on the ground, exercising against his will, screaming, get it off, get it off. And he's like, by the time he gets the breath out, get it off, get it off. Oh! Just bent in half. So that I'm there, I'm trying to grab this exercise belt, but every time I just about get my hands on the Velcro, he crunches again and I lose it. You know? So finally I get the Velcro and I rip it off, and the thing like whirls around. It's like, brrr. My dad grabs the thing. You hear the suction sound of the gel as he rips it off his chest and throws it across the room. He's lying there on the ground, like gasping for air. Well, the best thing about it is because that thing was effectively electrocuting / burning him. So for the next like 2 days, he was going around and the thing was like infinity shaped. So he had this big infinity symbol right across his belly. And so we'd always joke that he went from keg, skipped the 6-pack, and landed right in abs infinity, like for his exercise project with that. But yeah, that was so funny. So that was like being raised with my dad, and the fact that, you know, he'll let me tell that story and we all just laugh about it and we have a good time. You know, I had buddies growing up where the dads would be like, hey, don't tell that story. You know, it puts me to bed late, whatever. My dad's just like, that's so me. Let's laugh about it. Let's have a good time. And I love the fact that that's the way my dad always responded to that thing. But it was so funny, like him with that belt. But again, I have exercised reluctantly, but there is a huge difference between exercising reluctantly and truly exercising against your will. And that was one of those moments.
That's a great story. About the only thing I ever bought from, as seen on TV, was one of those Popeil pocket fishermen.
Oh, is it really?
And, yeah, it kind of worked, but first time I got into a big catfish, it stripped the gears on the thing. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, there was plastic gears in it on the inside of the reel, and that it was about a 4-pound catfish. Took off with the bait and just unscrewed that reel later and looked at it, and those plastic gears were just stripped. I mean, there's just a mass of plastic pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
it probably would have been good for perch or bluegill or some small fish, but
yeah,
that catfish
Making me want to go fishing.
I know, man. That's awesome.
When my
Todd,
niece,
Yeah,
you want to see my impersonation of Grumpy?
sure.
You know, John?
Yep.
Lori, make me a sandwich.
That's
Just the
awesome.
boss's coat.
Mr. Sadie, where are you at right now? Are you in like a?
Oh, yeah, he's in an RV.
Oh, you're in an RV. Oh, that's
I'm in
lucky.
I'm in the boss's coat yet. It ain't mine.
That's so
he
cool.
says, I think when he says
there's
the
your
boss,
dog.
I think he's talking about his wife.
Yeah, no, that's
I
awesome.
got a picture of your dog here, Doug.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the nose is a little white, but yeah, that looks a lot like her for sure.
That's his 2 dogs.
Oh, that's really cool. That's totally awesome. We're such dog people over here. My wife's always had dogs. We've always had dogs. There's something special.
You want to see where all the business takes place?
Italian marble countertops, you know.
I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Start checking the chat for Lag and Kent.
Do you ever have to move that around for him, Larry?
Oh yeah, I used to drive him around. Yeah. We're getting ready to go to Indiana.
Oh, are you?
Cool.
He's having 2 more slides put in it.
Dang. So it'll be about 12,000 square feet by the time he gets finished. You were talking. Todd was talking about that pocket fisherman. When my niece was about 4, my dad was a big fisherman, and he bought her just because she always wanted to fish. And my dad was funny about people, especially kids, messing with his rods and reels. So he bought her a little Minnie Mouse plastic Zebco fishing pole. And so they were sitting out in their backyard because he lived on the water on Lake Wally at the time. And they were fishing, and a 5-pound bass jumped on her bait. Now, all the gears in those things are plastic. And my dad said when that bass started running for the first time, it started zinging, and he could hear the gears ripping out of it. So before the fish could get away, my dad took the pole and twisted it so the rope would the fishing line would wrap around the end of his pole, and he ended up walking to the front yard with it, dragging the fish onto the lake. Up on the shore. So, and they weighed it, and it was like 5.1 pounds. And he said, of course, it'd be something like that on a plastic rod and reel, and he's got. Nowadays it probably costs $500 reels, and
I still fish with a Zebco 33, Tom.
I remember those. When I fished a lot, I had a couple of those.
Yep.
My boys and all my buddies and friends, and they got these fancy $300, $400 rod and reels, and I got my $30 Zebco.
Yep.
And I catch just as many fish.
Well, that's just it. These guys, and we know some people that do have these $40,000 bass boats, and my brother was out fishing with one of his friends that's got one of these very expensive Rangers, and he said they pulled up to load the boat back up, and these 2 little boys, well, he said little boys, they were old enough to drive, come driving up in a John boat, and was loading their boat up, and Terry said, did y'all catch anything? He said, yeah, we caught our limit. And my brother was like, we didn't catch a damn thing. He's got $20,000 worth of electronics on this thing, and we didn't catch anything. And it just goes to say, it's not what you're fishing out of; it's your ability, I guess.
It is kind of funny when you see those guys that are essentially on like a consumer grade, like military destroyer, where they got like the radar, they got the sonar thing and all that stuff. And then you got some guy out there on the shore and he's reeling them all in. So
yeah, we used to make fun of the people that come out there with their bass boats with the 200 horse Mercury on the back of it. Are you afraid that the lake's going to dry up before you get to where you want to go to?
That's so funny. Yeah. Man, I mean, hey, if you got the money, right? I don't know.
You keep your boat where he keeps his RV, Larry?
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Every ride I got Every ride I got in this boat's a Zepco time.
Yeah. I'm convinced that
That
the
works.
boss is not some other person. I believe it's his wife. He's just making he just making it out like that.
Actually,
That's
like
cool. That one looks fun.
actually like spinning reels the best.
The open front
These are the
ones.
fish I catch, Tom.
Oh no.
These are
Oh,
Yeah, he's got the big net there.
okay.
I caught one
I'm not really. I
big.
just throw it around.
Last time I went fishing, and I'm not. I love fishing, but it just happens to be that most of my friends around don't go that much. Well, last time I went fishing, I caught nothing but a turtle, and then the turtle came to the surface. And he had the hook in his mouth, and he literally like looks my way and then spits the thing out, and he's just like, "All right, dude, you're done." Like just and he just bops below the surface and everything. But yeah, he had it right in the little beak that he's got. You know,
Right.
he just comes to the surface and just spits that thing out, and the hook was gone.
Turtles aren't very perky, Doug.
Yeah.
They really
Especially when
aren't.
you're on the
I
end of a
wasn't feeling
fish
so
line.
perky after. I wasn't
Turtles.
feeling so perky after that fishing day. That's for sure.
My dad had a friend that he fished all the time, but in his boat he had a piece of PVC pipe that he painted red and had a black yarn coming out of it, and it looked like a stick of dynamite from the cartoons. Anyway, people would they'd be out on the lake fishing, and somebody would come up alongside them and say, "Are you catching anything?" He's like, "No, we've been throwing everything. We're throwing everything in the boat at them, and they're not biting anything." He says, "But when we get ready to call it quits," and he'd reach down and pick up that fake stick of dynamite and say, "I'm getting ready to bring out the good bait," because when the concussion will kill fish when those things go off.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
That's Carolina fishing there. Either that or you go to the and remember this, Todd, the next time you're buying the Army surplus, the old radios, with the crank on it. Get one of those because you throw a couple of leads out in the water and call up your fish, because it electrocutes them.
Oh man. Yeah, that's working smarter.
Bring them to the
That's how Mr. Sadie uses why he uses that big old net, because he calls them up.
Right.
There's only one thing that's wrong to be out there for 5 hours. Like, well, bring your little electrocute thing in and be out there for an hour and then be back home, right? Got some honeydews for you.
That's right.
All right, y'all.
My son and I finished.
Oh, sorry.
My son and I was in a fishing tournament last summer, and go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
Sorry, Mrs. Sadie. Don't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. Go ahead, buddy.
I don't.
You got to run. Okay.
Appreciate you, but I got to run. But hey, thanks so much for having me on, you guys. It's been a blast. I got a little bit of ab exercise myself, so I got a little bit of laughs in. It's a great way to start my day.
Go drink some raw eggs.
What was that?
Go drink some raw eggs.
Get my workout in today. Yeah, appreciate y'all a ton. That was a good time. Take care, everybody.
All right, bye, Perky.
Later, buddy.
See y'all. Stay perky, everybody.
Bye.
No, I was gonna say, Tom, me and my son was in a bass tournament last year using my little boat here, and I had all my Zepco 33s, and all these other guys had $80,000 bass boats with the $30,000 electronics on them and all that stuff, and we finished 25 out of 50.
Nice.
It's not about what you
we had to probably. Huh?
It's not right. It's not what you're riding in. It's about your knowledge and your fishing ability.
Yeah, I mean, it was respectable for what we had,
Yeah. Only thing that matters is if in tournaments you release everything, but it doesn't matter what you're fishing out of or fishing with, as long as when you get back to the hill, you have dinner in the boat.
Right. It's just nice to get out with my boy. That's all I care about anyway.
Well, Todd, I hate to cut it short, but I need to go.
Yeah, It's about time to shut this week down, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got stuff to do too.
I got a couple of packing jobs. I got to pack that typewriter. And
Is
I
that the
put
one
the
you?
link to your video in the chat there, Ty, for
thanks.
your, your lawnmower smoking episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Appreciate that. Anyway, y'all take care. We'll see y'all Monday.
All right.
Have a
Have a
blessed
great
weekend,
one.
everyone.
Yeah. Y'all have a
Later.
great weekend. Bye.
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 So I guess we'll see everybody at John Flip It Ain't Easy show at 5 o'clock. Bye.